Yes, indeed. Y'all already know what it is and how it's gonna go down tonight. It's the Mix King, Ron G, right here on RealHipHopUncut.com. And right now on the phone is my main man, Vin Rock from Naughty by Nature.
What's going on, Ron G? What's going on, big homie?
I'm chilling, man. I just wanted to reach out to you. You already know I've been a fan since day one.
Exactly, man. I see you out there heavy, man, on the internet, on MySpace, on Facebook, you know. And we all came a long way from the Polo Grounds, man. We was up in that room, and you had your whole room packed up with records and just hip-hop memorabilia, and you can look right outside and see the rockers over there.
Yeah, man. Who or what inspired Naughty by Nature to get in the hip-hop game?
Man, it was every forefather, everybody who came before us, man. From the Sugar Hill era with Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five to the Sugar Hill Gang, fast forward to Run DMC, LL Cool J, that whole Def Jam movement, the Juice Crew movement, Marley Marl, rest in peace, Mr. Magic, you know, Biz Markie, Big Daddy Kane, Master Ace, all of them, man. It's just been everybody in hip-hop.
What year did y'all get y'all deal?
We got our first deal with Sugar Hill Records in like 88, 89. And then we got our first Naughty by Nature deal in 1990 with Tommy Boy Records.
How did you get the deal at that time?
Right. Well, when we were signed to Sugar Hill Records, we were trying to get away from them. And Queen Latifah and the Flavor Unit was right around our way. Mark the 45 King, Lakim Shabazz, Apache, rest in peace, our big brother Apache. And we sought them out because they were right in our backyard. So we used to go over and check Mark the 45 King, you know, do little freestyles in his basement. And we basically had to audition and prove ourselves to be members of the Flavor Unit. And it was perfect timing for us because Shakim and Queen Latifah was just setting up their management company. And, you know, we came to them. We had all the right elements at the right time, and we were the first group they signed the Flavor Unit management, you know. Then, you know, eventually we got signed to Tommy Boy, and the rest was history. So big up Apache, big up Lakim Shabazz, Mark the 45 King, Queen Latifah, Shakim, the whole Flavor Unit empire.
Yeah, you remember, I used to show up at the videos, remember that? I used to come to the Flavor Unit office, the firehouse and all that. I used to come through there. I used to always support when everybody was a part of the Flavor Unit family. So definitely a big shout out to Shakim and Latifah. What artist out right now inspires Naughty by Nature or inspires you as being an artist in the game?
Well, I think I like all of the artists out there. Like I take the approach to this. It's like there's good stuff out there. Of course, you got the Drakes, the Lil Waynes, and the Kanyes, and all of these guys. And then some of the stuff that you don't appreciate as much. I like those guys too because, you know, I feel as a competitor, we can always come back and compete in the market, you know. So if somebody is slacking or lacking, if I don't like their music, to me it's a plus for Naughty by Nature because we get to come and fill that gap and you know, fill that void.
What do you think about artists from the South coming in the game? Do you feel they changed the game? Do you feel they hurt the game? Or do you feel they inspire other young artists to come in sounding similar to their sound?
Well, first of all, I think, you know, whatever is going on in the music, in the culture as a whole, if a sound breaks, I'm sure, well, we all know when Naughty by Nature first broke, all of the labels were telling all of the artists that came after us, hey, I need an OPP, I need a hip-hop array, I need a catchy chorus, you know, I need keys on the tracks, you know? I need a Michael Jackson sample. So, you know, whenever you have success, everyone is going to follow. But as far as the Southern artists, as far as production, I think those brothers brought, you know, sample-free music to the game. You know, East Coast hip-hop and West Coast is based on heavy sampling, but those brothers in the South, they come from a legacy of musicians, and their fathers and forefathers were, you know, those old soul musicians from the Stax era and what have you. So I guess their grandkids now and their great-grandkids are picking up that musicianship, and you hear all of these sample-free records. So I think for business, especially on the production end, they're teaching people a lot because they're making a lot more money, you know? And I just think it was their style. Like, the South has been isolated for so long because you know how hip-hop is. It was all about New York, and if you weren't from New York, they weren't trying to hear you. West Coast had to fight for their, you know, positioning in the game, and while East Coast and West Coast was banging out over positioning, the South wasn't even thought of. So they created their own market, they created the whole independent movement, and they taught the rest of the country how to hustle, you know, in this music game. So I believe it was just all a positive with what the South has done with the music.
Yeah, that's a positive thing to say. And as far as you and Treach going back with me, like, I was telling a lot of people, because, you know, I'm a part of hip-hop history like you are, and I was telling people, I said, yo, me and Treach used to hang out, me and Vin used to hang out. Like, we used to do a whole bunch of different things. We used to do parties. I remember we did the party for Prince. Y'all performed. We was in Minnesota or something like that for the singer Prince. I feel like y'all have tributed so much to hip-hop, man, that a lot of artists right now should pay a lot more homage to the artists that were before, as well as the DJs. You know what I'm saying? Because I did a lot for a lot of artists, a lot for a lot of people, a lot of DJs myself. And I just feel like hip-hop right now is in a state where it needs a little bit more love, and that's why, like, I'm here today doing this interview with you from RealHipHopUncut.com. Y'all showed me so much love in the past that you know that we need this love now to continue for our artists, for our DJs, and for hip hop as a whole to continue going and generating more money and doing more business deals and more things as a hip hop community.
Exactly, and it is right, Ron. You know, for DJs and artists such as ourselves from our era to stick tight with each other and show support to each other. That's just like we're down here in Florida right now, and our big brother, Prince Marky D from the legendary Fat Boys, he's on the radio out here. So he's hosting the show we're performing at tonight, and he went out his way to make sure we get on his radio show tonight. And, you know, it's hard to do right now. Like, Naughty by Nature, we're independent. We go to a lot of these radio stations, and because of radio politics, it's hard to get in. But, you know, you got guys like yourself, you got guys like our forefathers, Prince Marky D from the Fat Boys. You know, you guys just pull all stops and cut down all the foliage to make sure we get, you know, some shine and some exposure so we can tell our story. So we definitely appreciate that, and we definitely have to keep supporting each other. And that's how the next generation understands, hey, Ron G comes from that legacy, Naughty by Nature comes from that legacy, and they both, you know, came up together. It's all about solidarity and educating the next generation. That's how you get the respect. You know what I mean?
What is up right now for Naughty by Nature? I've been getting a couple of new singles. You know, what's going on with Naughty by Nature right now?
Yeah, definitely. Right now we're setting up the new album, Anthem Inc. We got a single that's been out there for a minute, Get to Know Me Better. It's more of a club banger. The B-side is straight boom bap hip-hop, yo, called I Got a Lotta. And if you've seen on Facebook, we just shot the video last weekend from Jersey all the way to Southside Jamaica, Queens.
Woo!
Family out there, our boy Sonny Black on the hook. So we just shot that video. You see still photos posting up on Facebook. Behind-the-scene clips will be posting up on YouTube and Facebook. And that video clip will be coming out in a couple of weeks. And then we have the remix to Get to Know Me Better, featuring our homeboy Pitbull. So we down here in Miami politicking with them down there, man. And we just diversifying, man, switching up the game and coming hard body at them, man. You know how we do.
Yeah, that's a good look. Out of all the albums y'all did, man, and y'all definitely put work in, what was your favorite album that you feel made Naughty by Nature stand out in the hip-hop industry the most?
Well, I would say the first album, because the first album was before we were industrialized. You know, we were coming straight off the block. All of the music we made was organic from the heart, you know, what we wanted to do without any management, without any labels, without any radio, you know, people coaching you or just commenting on your music. So it was raw, it was pure, and it was Naughty by Nature in its purest form. So I like that first album.
Is there any advice you want to give to the young generation that's trying to get in the game right now, that look up to us as entrepreneurs, as businessmen, and also artists? Is there any advice you would give to them?
Yeah, first of all, I would say, this is a hustle, and you see even successful artists, I mean, they diversify. Not only do they do music, they do television and films, whether they're doing real estate or perfume or opening up restaurants. You have to diversify your hustle. So just as you're in pursuit of this music industry, keep a job, keep a day job, keep a side hustle, because you can't put all of those eggs in that one basket, And again, the successful artists don't put all their eggs in the one basket. So an up-and-coming artist definitely can't put all their eggs in one basket that's not even promised. So I would say, try to keep a stable job, try to, just keep diversifying your hustles and stuff that you're into now. If you do make it in the music industry, expand upon those other ideas that you like and the other hobbies or habits that you may have.
What artists that y'all working with now? Like, what artists is on the album or on a couple of the singles that y'all got out right now? Like, what's some of the artists that y'all been working with the past couple of months or year or so?
Well, KG is still working with other artists. He just finished up Jaheim's album, so his album is out doing well. He's got a couple of artists, a guy named Chris in the Midwest, another girl named Mila. She's like Portuguese, so she sings in Spanish and English. Tretch has a crew around the way called the Garden State Greats, gang of underground Jersey MCs. So we're going to support that Jersey underground movement and get some of these artists out there, the next generation. Our boy Tata, we got boys called Collision. We still got the Rotten Rascals in the mix, fam, and Diesel out there. So, we just coming back together, hard body, opening up that lane, man. And this time we're going to come through with consistency.
All right, that's what's up. Don't forget, y'all, it's the legendary Mix King, Ron G, right here on RealHipHopUncut.com with my man Vin Rock, Naughty by Nature. Yo, Vin, I just want to thank you for calling in today, man, showing the love, man, and the love go right back to the fam and all that. Just keep doing what you're doing, man. Tell my homie Tretch and KG I said what up. Thank you for calling in, and we're going to let it rock out like that.
All right, no problem, Ron. We got you, baby. We're going to send you that new music, too, man. The new Pitbull remix, the new I Got a Lot of joint, and you definitely will get all the first exclusives from Naughty. We appreciate that love, Ron.